Good morning and welcome to this week's Children's Talk. I'm going to start off the talk with a question. Now, you don't have to answer it straight away. Just think about it while I read a short story from the Bible about something that Jesus saw in a widow one day at the temple. Now, your question is, what is a giving heart? And it says here in the Bible, in Luke chapter 21, verses 1 to 4, Jesus looked up and saw some rich people putting their gifts to God into the temple collection box. Then he saw a poor widow put 2 small copper coins into the box. He said, "This poor widow gave only 2 small coins, but the truth is, she gave more than all those rich people. They have plenty, and they gave only what they did not need. This woman is very poor, but she gave all she had to live on." You'd be right to think that in the story, the person who put the most money into the temple collection box gave the most. But that wasn't the case, as Jesus pointed out to his followers in the Bible story. It was the poor widow woman. You see, she had a giving heart, which means she gave all she had away as she went to pray to God in the temple. She wasn't thinking about how she could get it all back later on. Jesus looked at her heart and saw that she was generous, even though she had nothing, only the 2 coins to give. A giving heart shares what it has with others and does not look for anything in return. A giving heart cares for others and spends time with them, whether they are happy or sad. A giving heart does not need money or possessions to show it is generous, because it always has a good word to share with other hearts, to encourage and bring hope to them. A giving heart can always be used by God to show how generous He is to all of us. Because God has a giving heart, He is generous beyond our wildest dreams. He wants to share so much with us. It says so in the Bible in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 9. As the scriptures say, He gives generously to the poor. His goodness will continue forever. And in James chapter 1, verse 5, do any of you need wisdom? Ask God for it. He is generous and enjoys giving to everyone, so He will give you wisdom. You can see that you don't need to have lots of money or things to have a giving heart. God doesn't expect children to have all that. But if you look at how generous God is, you will see that God shares His love. He shares His wisdom, as well as all that He has created in the world for us. He cares for each of us. He gives hope and special gifts to us to use. So in answer to the question, what is a giving heart? It is a sharing, caring, loving heart. So we need to be generous with our time and spend more of it with Jesus, so we can learn how to grow to have truly giving hearts. And now it's time for a short prayer. Let's close our eyes. Dear Lord, thank you that you are generous in all your ways. You provide all that we need each day. You love us continually, day and night, without stopping, even for a second. Bless us with giving hearts, so we can be generous with our time and share our gifts and possessions with others, so they may enjoy the gift of giving, and in turn, grow to be generous too. In Jesus' mighty name, Amen.
things I